Hello guys, this is Mike from Deathless Gaming. Tonight I'm going to be talking about AA Stomping in Battlefield 4. This should be a semi-quick guide. I hope you guys will enjoy it. AA Stomping is probably one of the most fun things you can do in the game. It involves a lot of waiting, but it will reap you a high amount of kills. Feel free to watch the gameplay in the background of the AA. I won't be providing examples, but my gameplay in itself should provide examples of some of this stuff I'm talking about, not necessarily all of it. Alright, so where do you want to put your position, your AA gun? Well, first you're going to want to obviously pull your vehicle, make sure you're an ANG equipped with the repair tool and tank mines. Alright, so choose a good point. At home base is the best. Usually home bases are really good fields, but I know there's some exceptions like the hotel map, High-End Resort. That is an exception, but most home bases you should be able to easily pull your AA gun. If not, just choose a high point near home base. Now, the other option is you choose the highest point on the map. This is very dangerous for two reasons. One, you won't be protected by your home base. Two, you're going to have to place a lot of mines around you because a lot of tanks and C4s are going to try to get to you. Three, you're going to be very susceptible to rocket fire. And you don't really want to be on the top pinnacle where everybody can see you while you're shooting down the aircraft and pissing everybody off. It's just not a good idea. Alright, let's get into the technical aspect of shooting down those aircraft and being a good AA stomper. So, wait for the aircraft to come to you. I cannot stress this enough. It looks really stupid when you see some guy on like A, B point or C point and he's like driving his AA machine and you're like, oh, I can just C4 that guy so easily, what the hell is he doing here? Bad idea. Just be on your home base. Your AA guns usually have a range of like 400 meters for your lock-ons, and I've noticed the machine guns have about like a 700, 600 meter range, so that's almost like 3/4 of the map, so you really don't need to go into the A points or B points. It's just a really bad idea. Another tip is, this is really technical on how to lock onto aircraft. So when you're using your lock-ons, wait for the flares to deploy. So lock onto the aircraft, wait for that aircraft to deploy his or her flares, then relock on again and fire. That's really key and a really important aspect. If they're smart and they realize they're not having missiles fired at them, they just fire one missile, wait for that missile to hit the flares, then relock on again and fire. You'll be surprised how many people will fall on for the lock-on trick, but even if they're smart, it's still very unavoidable. Alright, let's talk about helicopters. So, helis, you should use your guns a lot. They come very close and they're very slow, so if they're coming close to you, use your guns. If they're far away, like 400 meters out, you can use your AA missiles. That's when your AA missiles are useful, but when they get really close, the best to use is your AA gun, since that'll mow them down the quickest. Jets, much faster. You can't really use your guns that effectively against them, so you really want to use your lock-ons for jets, and use the trick of locking on, waiting for them to deploy flares, then lock on again. Unless the jet is going directly head-on with you to fire his nose gun so he can take you out, because he's mad at the AA thing, then you can use your machine guns, but even then the most effective thing to use is lock-ons. Gunships. Gunships, they're about 1/4 of their circle when they go up is probably going to be available for you to use your machine guns to fire out, but in that 1/4 of a circle, your machine guns can probably take them at like half health or 1/4 health. And that's pretty powerful, and usually machine guns are already low, so Gunships are already low. So what you want to do is just wait for the gunship to come in range, and then let it rip with the machine guns. And your heavy machine guns are very effective against gunships. I wouldn't recommend using lock-ons. Lock-ons really don't work well with gunships. I know I talked about how if you're at a higher point on the map, your AA is more susceptible to, getting attacked from people. Even when you're at or near home base, it is still going to be a huge target, mainly because if you're doing your job right, and if you're taking out all the aircraft, a lot of people are going to get mad at you, especially the elitist dogfighting guys. Those guys are always BR-100, all they think they are is the best, and they're going to just literally, if you shoot down the aircraft, they're going to try to C4 you solo and get into the base. So you always want to be on your back, look at the mini-map at all times, and make sure you have tank mines set around your AA gun at all times. That's pretty much it, guys. If you are an effective AA gunner, pretty much, you should be pretty easily, if you're at home base, to stay alive the entire match, and not die once, and get a huge amount of XP. That's what I personally like about AA Stomping. That's why the AA vehicle is so coveted, and sometimes you have to wait a really long time to get your hands on it in those click wars, and you got AA hogs and stuff. But anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you are able to apply this, and this will improve your gameplay. If this video can be improved in any way, please tell me. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. I'm BR50. I know pretty much a lot about Battlefield 4. If you like my videos, please subscribe. More Battlefield 4 videos are to come. This is Mike from Deathless Gaming signing off.
是的，我观察到了敌军直升机。Objective Bravo is neutralized. Our systems are going down. We just lost network. Objective Alpha has been neutralized. We've taken Objective Alpha.
I got him. Step, I killed him.